Hi there. I recently did a 30-day talking to a camera challenge, and this will serve as an evaluation kind of video, a lessons learned type of thing. First, I'll describe how I felt before the challenge, then I'll describe how I felt after the challenge. There'll be a before and after setup. Now, before the challenge, I was uncomfortable talking to a camera. I was nervous on how I came across. I wanted to be smooth, in communicating what I wanted to say, not make mistakes. Also, I spoke quickly. I wanted to say what I wanted to say, get it over and done with, boom, boom, get through it. But, that doesn't bode well for communication a lot of times. Like you're in a conversation and somebody is speaking really quickly to you, you might catch every other word, every third word. You may not understand a lot of what the person is trying to say. Also, with trying to speak a lot of, also with trying to speak quickly, I stumbled over words a lot. Um, and actually, the next piece, I just did it. I tended to say and a lot. I think I was uncomfortable with spaces, pauses between sentences, and I filled those with ahs and ums. And I guess it's that kind of thing of where I wanted to be talking the whole time, look competent, and just didn't think pauses fit well with that. But now I think that pauses are good for the person watching the video or say in conversation because it gives time for the person listening to you a chance to just absorb what you're saying. So I decided to try the 30-day talking to a camera challenge. But before I jumped on board that, I watched some YouTube videos for some advice. And there were two pieces of advice that really jumped out at me and worked out well. That one is looking at the camera. I'm looking at the camera lens, I should say. I'm using an iPhone to record this, and I really have this urge, like now, to look at the screen of the phone rather than the camera lens. However, it's more of an eye contact with the person watching the video if I look at the camera lens. So the second one, number two, was it's okay to make mistakes. You know, people make mistakes. Part of my feeling uncomfortable was I wanted to be smooth and competent and get through it well. But I'm going to make mistakes. They're going to happen. And the idea is to just roll with it, move on. So I did the challenge. I recorded a video every day for 30 days. I did not have a minimum amount of time. I gathered from some folks doing the challenge that they aim for, say, 5 to 10 minutes for each video. I wanted to be more flexible than that, so I didn't have a minimum. I think my shortest video was maybe 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes, and that's because I wanted to not just record long form videos, that I wanted to mix it up. So I created a couple of YouTube shorts. I also came up with topics to talk about. I didn't want to just ramble about my day of here's what I had for breakfast this morning, I took a walk, heard some beautiful birds. I didn't think that would be very exciting to talk about, much less to listen to. So I came up with some topics. For example, I talked with one video about different types of successes in creative projects, of thinking beyond just the idea of a project is successful because it sells a lot of copies, say a book or an artwork, say. So I came up with topics, that helped really focus me and get my thoughts organized for each video. And for the first, I think it was 12 days, I posted my videos every single day. And those videos received no views. And that was a bummer, but I kept on through it. Again, the successes. The success for me was, hey, it would have been great to get views, but the success was improving, getting through the process. And so I kept up with the challenge. And I just didn't post that much. After those first 12 days, I posted now and then, and it just worked out well, worked out better. Another thing was that the audio wasn't the greatest. My built-in microphone for the iPhone, I thought the sound was subdued. And that came up with, I tried to come up with some solutions. Like one time, I used cards. Is that right? Yeah. So instead of talking the whole time, I used cards. And yes, I did get the idea from Bob Dylan's video for Subterranean Homesick Blues. I did that for one video. And then I got microphones. You see I'm wearing one now. This is the package that came in. The brand is PQRQP 3-in-1 microphone, mini microphone. This center one plugs into your iPhone or probably other phones, and it gives you two microphones, a little fuzzy guy on top. I think it's, if you're outdoors and it's a windy day, I think that helps disperse, kind of smooths out the sound, I think. So the effects of the challenge. How did I feel afterwards? I'm much more comfortable talking to the camera. I don't have an urge to speak as quickly. I'm trying to talk normally. Sometimes in the normal conversation, I'll have this staggered of I'm thinking through what I'm saying. It doesn't come out smoothly. Hey, that's me. That's who I am. And that's how I communicate with in regular conversation. That's going to come out in a video as well, because I aimed to not edit these videos. I think I edited a couple of them. And one in particular, I think I did a silent movie because of the sound quality. And I edited that piece of the video, put it in black and white, little effect there. So I have talking points, and actually I'm looking down here at some notes, but I'm trying to mostly go, at the top of my head of just talking naturally, but the talking points help me keep, again, organized and help me keep comfortable. Again, the I still do that. I will make mistakes. I'll put in ums, but I think because of the challenge, I just do fewer of those things. That it's been helpful. What else? I'm sorry, I kind of lost track. Yeah. Oh, also, one other thing I wanted to say. So during the challenge too, I made sketches. I really like drawing, and one of my aims, in addition to talking to the camera and getting more comfortable, was doing some sketches, loosening up with drawing. So I incorporated them with the challenge. Didn't want to, do a 20-minute video of a drawing. I just wanted to throw out some sketches. So here's an example of some things I did. A monster carrying a cup of coffee or tea. Smiling sun. A rooster. That's actually we have that in the house. I don't know where it came from. Just a wooden rooster who sits on the shelf. A guy with birds perched on his nose. I'm not exactly sure what happened there. A person at the top of, I think this was talking about goals. You have goals set up. It's not just one stretch. Build upon smaller goals to reach the top. And then after you do that, if you achieve that, make a taller goal. Get up there. I think this was during one of my couple of silent videos. This is a tree dreaming of a rainbow. So, that's the wrap up. So if you do think about, trying to do the 30-day Talking to a Camera Challenge. I encourage you to give it a try. You don't have to post every video on YouTube. You don't have to post any of those videos. Just do it. I would say suggest records, because you can really see the progress from day 1 to day 29, day 30. And if you don't record any of those videos, you won't be able to look back and see that progress, which I think it's great. And that's a kind of success. You know, it's not hey, it's going to be great if this video gets lots of views. My ones in the first 12 days didn't. But another kind of success is that improvements, making progress. Thanks for watching, and I hope you have a great day.